It's one of biology's finest tightropes. How to get just enough sun to kickstart vitamin D production in the skin without inadvertently roasting our DNA into something a cancer researcher would find under a microscope with a heavy sigh. Sunshine, the warm glow that poets love and dermatologists fear, is both our friend and frenemy in the story of skin health. The human body is weirdly dependent on a star 93 million miles away to synthesize a hormone. Yes, vitamin D is technically a hormone that controls everything from bone integrity to immune regulation, yet that same solar relationship carries the potential to literally burn us at the molecular level. What a partnership! Here's how it works. When ultraviolet B, UVB, radiation strikes the skin, it converts 7-dehydrocholesterol into pre-vitamin D3, which eventually becomes the vitamin D circulating in your blood. This isn't just a quirky light-powered factory trick, it's essential. Without adequate vitamin D, calcium metabolism takes a nosedive, bones get soft, muscles ache, and immune cells start bumbling around like interns without supervision. Low levels have been linked to everything from seasonal depression to autoimmune diseases to increased susceptibility to respiratory infections. Sunshine, in this context, seems almost medicinal, an ambient prescription with no need for refills. And it's a big but, UVB rays don't stop at vitamin D synthesis. They're also quite good at doing terrible things to your DNA. The same light that flips the switch on vitamin D production can also induce thymine dimers in DNA, little mutations that, if not repaired correctly, may later blossom into skin cancers, including melanoma. This isn't some rare event. It happens regularly, especially in fair-skinned individuals who sunbathe like they're auditioning for a sunscreen commercial gone rogue. Our skin, in response, deploys melanin like a makeshift umbrella, trying to absorb and scatter some of the incoming UV energy before it can spark biological chaos. Now here's where things get hilariously complex. You can't exactly bottle sunshine, nor can you rely on nature to provide it evenly. Geography, season, time of day, air pollution, altitude, age, clothing, and even how much body hair you have all play a role in how much vitamin D you can make. A person living in Norway in January wearing 3 layers and a mild existential crisis might make no vitamin D from the sun at all. Meanwhile, someone sunbathing in Thailand at noon might manufacture a week's worth in 15 minutes, along with a modest side of dermal inflammation. It's a cosmic joke, really. So, what's the safe exposure window? The truth is, it varies wildly. But dermatologists and researchers generally agree on a middle ground. Short, non-burning exposure to midday sun, typically 10 to 30 minutes for light, to medium-skinned individuals a few times per week, depending on latitude and season. Darker-skinned individuals may need more time due to higher melanin levels, which block UVB more effectively. Yes, the same protection that guards against sun damage also slows vitamin D production. Biology has a flair for irony. The goal is to soak up enough UVB to trigger vitamin D synthesis before your skin starts turning the color of anxiety. And if you think sunscreen ruins the whole party by blocking vitamin D synthesis entirely, think again. While SPF 30 and above can reduce UVB penetration significantly, studies show that in real-world use, where people rarely apply enough or reapply frequently, some UVB still sneaks through, enough to make some vitamin D. Besides, you can always get your vitamin D from food or supplements if you're particularly sun-shy or living in a place where sunlight is a rumor from another continent. Then there's the lifestyle tangle. Are you mostly indoors working from a screen-lit cave, or do you spend weekends gardening like a sun-kissed druid? Do you eat fatty fish, drink fortified milk, or cling to vitamin gummies like they're emotional support candy? All these factors shape the way sunlight, or its absence, plays with your biology. Even obesity can sequester vitamin D in fat tissue, making it less bioavailable. So it's not just about exposure. It's about absorption, activation, and distribution. Basically, it's complicated, and your skin is trying to negotiate a light budget while juggling antioxidant repair and hormonal coordination like a biochemical circus act. Ultimately, the relationship between sun exposure and vitamin D is less a straightforward prescription and more a personalized dance. One that changes with the seasons, your skin tone, your job, and how often you forget your hat. But one thing remains true. The sun gives, and the sun takes. The trick is not to worship it or fear it, but to negotiate with it. Step outside. Let your skin do its ancient solar trick. Just don't let it roast you into a lesson about overexposure. After all, Even light has a dark side.